Hello everybody, and welcome back to Uncharted Drake's Fortune Remastered. We are back in the jungles, or in this jungle of, I'm not, let's see, if I go save game it should tell me, right? So it'll tell me where I am. Nope, it just says I am in plane wrecked. So don't remember where we are. But we are currently here. Our plane just crashed with me and Elena in it. We had to bail out. Sully got shot. And there are probably bad guys here since we did get shot down by anti-aircraft missile. Which is a little weird, on a... I don't remember if we're on an island or just in, like, a jungle. I think this way, right? Yeah. Yeah, so this is the start of where the game becomes very combat heavy. I realize, it's part 2, I haven't played very much. But the game really flip-flops between combat and puzzles. Thankfully, there's no puzzles during combat. Like, there's no, like infinite enemy spawns while you're trying to figure something out, anything like that. There's nothing like that in this game, which is good. There's no... because I've been playing through the second one on Brutal. And, I've already beat it on Hard and Crushing, whatever. And overall, between the two games, I think there's only, like, one section that I can think of that has, infinite enemy spawns, and that is a section in number 2. And on Hard, it wasn't too bad. Oh, come on. Get him. There we go. That part wasn't too bad. On Crushing, though, absolutely horrible. And I can only imagine it gets worse, obviously, on Brutal. But that's fine, because we're playing this one on Normal. So one nice thing about playing the, playing 2 at the same time that I'm making video in 1, is that they have the same controls. So unlike some of the other games, like Assassin's Creed, Alien... Well, Assassin's Creed not so much, but like Alien Isolation, I have to check controls on that game like every time I play it, because the controls on it are severely different than anything else that I'm currently playing. Mainly because the only thing I am currently playing like in my free time is... it's Diablo 3, Uncharted 2... and Mr. Shifty right now is what I'm playing. Diablo 3, I play it in the mornings while I'm drinking my coffee and whatnot before I do my workout, just because it's easy enough to do that way. Mr. Shifty, I usually play about a level before I go to bed. I don't know what, just because... Oh, so this here is like the one and only stealth mechanic in the game, which is if you get behind somebody, you can do that. But unfortunately, it alerts pretty much everyone around him to your presence. Come on, get him, there we go. So yeah, what I'm doing right here, I don't know if I showed this earlier or not, but like instead of getting behind cover and then like popping out and shooting, if you get behind the cover and aim around it like this, you do get hit less. Like I said, this is what people recommend. They say that it's like the one thing that I read, both for this game and the second one, it's like, hey, if you do this, then they just can't shoot you, right? That's bullshit. I get shot a lot when I do that. Obviously, I get shot significantly less than popping out of cover, and it does allow you to not... Oh god, there he is. I guess I don't really need... Once again, I gotta remember that I'm playing this on normal. I'm so used to not being able to take bullets that, like, every time I get shot, I'm like, oh shit, I'm about to die. Which obviously is not the case on normal. I mean, I can take... I feel like... I realize that I can't take that many bullets. Like, I know even on normal, you do have... you're still human-ish. Nope. There we go. Ow. Fucker. But, like, even so, I still feel, like, invincible on normal. Because I've been playing so much on the harder difficulties. that I just feel like every time I get shot and don't die, it's just like a nice little surprise for me. That was a fucking sweet roll. Oh shit, I'm also out of bullets.
That'll come in handy.
Did not realize I used all my bullets. Come here, prick. You're not dead yet, are you? Nope. Oh, I apparently missed. There we go. That's fine. More bullets. But yeah, like, I feel so invincible in this game on normal. Like, and it's dumb that I do, but yeah. Boink, doink, boink. Okay, now there was somebody else shooting me. Ah, there he is. Come here. I don't know why I bothered to do that even. Oh god, there's another one. Come on. Yeah, that... Oh, fuck. I was gonna say that wasn't a very smart idea, but neither was me not having fucking bullets in the gun. So that's another reason that this game gets really hard on the harder difficulties. As you saw, that guy there, he came out of cover shooting, which if you watched my Watch Dogs video this week, you'll see that's very similar to what you as a player can do in Watch Dogs. Like, basically, the Watch Dogs in this game, the roles are reversed for cover-based shooting. In Watch Dogs, when you're behind cover, you can pop out and be shooting at the same time, basically. Like, you can aim while you're behind cover, and then, like, when you hit left trigger to pop out, you hit right trigger, and you come out firing exactly where you were aiming. Most of the time. There are a couple situations, depending on what kind of cover you're behind. But more or less, that's exactly what happens. Whereas this game here, oh yeah, and then like in that one there, the enemies, when they pop out of cover, you know, they pop out, aim, shoot. Whereas it's the complete opposite here, where you, as the player, when you come out of cover, you have to pop out, aim, shoot. Whereas the enemies it seems to be able to aim and then pop out and shoot, which obviously doesn't work in your favor when you can die in 1 to 2 bullets. Obviously on normal or lower, not too big of a deal. No, it's gonna make me go ahead. All right, well, you know what? Since I know they're coming, right, I keep forgetting that grenade. Where the fuck did you come from? So this game here, I don't think it has it, or at least I haven't noticed it very much. There we go. Oh, fuck. I don't think you twitch when you get shot. Like, you know how, like, in reality, if you got shot, you would be dead, right? But even if it caught you where you didn't die, it would obviously have, you know, the bullet would have momentum going into you, and the momentum would fuck with you, and it would, like, make you twitch and probably miss your bullets, right? Miss your shots. It happens in the second game. It doesn't seem to happen in this one. It doesn't seem to fuck up your aim. Like, he does twitch when he gets shot, but it doesn't seem to alter your aim at all. It's also significantly harder to get a headshot with the with anything besides pistols, basically, in this game. Like, it does happen, but obviously, as you can see, the targeting reticule is significantly bigger on the assault rifle. Like, that guy there, I shot him in the head twice now, and he just died. Like, and I still had to, like, finish him off. These shotgun guys, by the way, on the higher difficulties, fucking terrifying. Oh, god, apparently I'm out of ammo again. Damn, I run out of ammo a lot. I don't remember. Oh, I guess I probably was way more careful with my bullets on hard because I had a lot less of them. Whereas this one here, it's just, oh, what? You ran out of bullets? Oh, that's fine. Here you go. Have some more. So just like I did on this one when I played on Brutal, I'm doing the same thing on the second one, which is since I beat it on hard first, I can activate the tweaks. Now, you're not supposed to be able to activate the tweaks on any difficulty that you haven't already beat the game on. But there are workarounds to it, so I'm still doing that on Brutal. And let me tell you, if somebody ever came up to me and told me it's like, oh, I beat Uncharted on Brutal difficulty without using the tweaks cheat, I wouldn't believe them. Like, not at all. Well, maybe if the first one. Because the first one, well, I don't know. I don't think so. Because let me tell you, even with the one-hit kill and infinite ammo, I die a lot. Just because, like, of how fast I die. Like, I can't pop out of cover right now in 2 and shoot. Like, I have to blind fire or I die. Like, it's just that simple. Ow, you fuck. Got him. Like, if I actually come out of cover, I'm just dead. Just straight up, I'm dead. I'm not living. I have officially died. Oh, come on. Punch, kick, kick. So that's the brutal combo, by the way. I think I tried to do it. Oh, are you kidding? If you die to that guy, man. But yeah, as you can see, it says 2 times. Because if you do a brutal combo on a person, they drop twice the ammo. Unfortunately, it does mean that you then have to charge somebody with a gun to do the brutal combo to get the 2 times ammo. So, not a viable strategy in the majority of it. But bringing that up, in 2, it's different. You don't have the brutal combo, but you have better stealth mechanics, as in you have stealth mechanics. They're still not great, but they are obviously better than in this game, because this game has 0 stealth mechanics. It has enemies haven't noticed you, and everybody has noticed you. Like, it just, like, that's its 2 modes. I think there's one part coming up just after this. Like, I think it's right after this part here coming up. Like, this part, right? Yeah, this part here. Where you can actually kill a... What the fuck are you doing? Where you can actually kill, like, a couple guys. Good God. Remember that one game where I said that, you know, they put too much shit on the same button? Well, yeah. Yeah, and it's like the only point in this game, I think, where I managed to take out more than one person at a time. And that's how you get double ammo in number 2, is you have to stealth kill somebody, and then they drop extra ammo. Now, keeping that in mind, you know, there are still sections of the game where you can't stealth your way past it. Like, the ones that you can stealth your way past are broken. And it's hard to explain without actually showing it. So, like, if I do decide to do a playthrough of the second game after we finish this one, I'll be able to, you know, explain it better. But I'll just tell you, it's broken. Like, they don't have it right. Yeah. So, in the second one, I don't know so much about this one, because like I said, when I did play it on Brutal, I had the tweaks active. And I knew where everybody was and everything. I wasn't worried about it. Like, this game here is a fucking breeze once you know the enemy spawns. Like, as soon as you know where the enemies are coming from and how many and everything, this game becomes a walk in the park. Oh, come on. Get his head. There. Nope. Fuck it. Get him in the chest, then. Get him in the chesticles. But yeah, in the second one, I've noticed... Like, I have the tweak active for infinite ammo, but, you know, I still pick up ammo as I go. Because if you just pick up one gun, right, in the second one, on Brutal anyway, chances are it will have a single clip in it. Like, odds are, like, the bullets that are in that gun will be all the bullets you get until you pick up something else. And, yeah, so... If that happens, you run out, even with infinite ammo, if you run out of bullets and you don't have any more, like, on you, he will automatically switch guns. Like, you can take it back out and reload it yourself, and I think from then, he will just keep reloading it. Oh, man. But yeah, so he'll put it away. So I'll still pick up ammo as I go, just to make sure that I have extra. And then I'll just keep doing it, because the prompt comes up and I'll do it, right? So I've been paying a lot more attention to how many bullets I'm getting. And let me tell you, it is not a lot. Like, considering how hard guys were to kill on hard, like how many bullets they would take on hard, like, you know, you can only imagine that they take more, right, on crushing and brutal. Like, I know they take more on crushing, but you can only imagine that they have to take more and more bullets as it goes up, because that's the way they make the game more difficult. Which isn't. I don't like that kind of difficulty. It's like a false sense of difficulty. Like, it's an unfair kind of difficulty. To just, like, increase. It's like, oh, the enemies now take more damage, do more damage, and have better aim. It's like, well, then I'm fucked, right? Like, at some point, they have to realize that if they keep doing that, you're just not going to be able to do it. Like, it's that simple. At some point, you can't, you can no longer win those fights. And, like, this game here comes very close to that on crushing. And it hits it on brutal. That's why, like, if anybody said that they beat brutal with no tweaks or anything, I wouldn't believe them. Because it's fucking bullshit. It's not, I don't believe for a second that is possible. See, now the guy with the shotgun running at me, that makes sense. The guys with, like, the machine guns and the pistols running at me, not so much. I mean, like, even the well, no. I was going to say even the machine gun makes a little bit of sense, but it doesn't. I mean, you have a machine gun. It's meant for medium to long range. Why are you charging me? Like, like, in video games it works just because, you know, obviously they're bad guys. They can take bullets before they die. In real life, nobody would do that. Because, like, they would charge you and they would die. Like, that would be it. Like, you're behind cover, they're not, they're dead. End of story. Unless they're a very good shot or get very lucky. But yeah, like, because picking up guns, I'm getting, like, 4 bullets when I pick up a gun in number 2.
Sweet. Oh no. Elena.
But yeah, like, 4 bullets. Now, you might say it's like, oh, well, you know, you just aim for headshots and whatnot. But the problem that I have with that is, like, you'd have to be such an amazing shot that as soon as an enemy spawns, you already have the headshot lined up. Because, like, from wherever they're coming from. Because you die too fast. Like, that's just it. Like, you die so fast that if you don't already have the headshot lined up, you're not going to get it. Like, you're not, like, you don't have time to aim and shoot in that game. Oh my god, they're still fucking coming. Ow. Oh, why do I keep doing this with the fucking shotgun, guys? I don't use a fucking shotgun, and I keep getting the double ammo with it. You, come here. You have... Oh. You have an assault rifle, and so do you, so I'm going to charge you like a maniac. Oh. Boink. Doink. There we go. But yeah, like, it takes quite a few bullets to put them down on hard. So you have to imagine that it's even more on brutal. And then, well, because it is. It's more on crushing. It's got to be more on brutal. And even crushing was, like, mostly blind fire. Like, I had to wait for them to charge me so that I could blind fire them without wasting bullets. And now... there was a video I watched. I don't remember why. I turned it on because I was looking up other stuff for number 2, like ways to make brutal easier and that. And there was a video I watched with a guy who's like, it's like the brutal walkthrough or something for it. I'm like, all right, well, let's see what this guy does. And he's at this one part, right? And this guy was charging him on brutal difficulty, supposedly. And he blind fires with an assault rifle, which, if you don't know, does, you know, that. Even in number 2, it does that. Now, the guy was relatively close to him, like way closer than that guy. So I could see a couple bullets going into him, but the guy died in 2 bullets. Now, the thing about that is there's no way that that guy died in 2 bullets from a blind fire assault rifle. Like, it's absolute bullshit that that guy died that fast. Ow, ow, ow. Don't shoot me, you have to die.
Better watch where I'm going.
Oh, by the way, if there's... That's not quite... if you... Before you climb up the plane... Like, there's a way, I think, to make it so that, like, none of that first wave spawns. But if you don't want to fight all those guys and before you climb up the plane, if you like take cover against this barrel and like hop over it, you actually end up outside the bounds of the wall there. Like you end up going through the wall and you can just walk to this side of the doorway. And then like, cause it's until you climb up the plane, it's sealed off, right? But yeah, and then it stops everything in front of you from spawning until you hit the next checkpoint. But yeah, like, so I don't even know if I can believe that that guy was playing on hard difficulty. Because, like I said, the guy died. Like, even, like, when I looked in the comment section, because I'm like, that doesn't seem right. Let's see if anybody else noticed that. And yeah, like, in the comment section, like, one of the, I think it was one of the top, if not the top, liked comment or something, was, like, how did that guy die so fast? And it was just, like, so unbelievable. Oh, God. Oh, fuck. That's right. The guy with the grenade launcher is here. Get behind the cover. That won't work. Okay. Blind fire, blind fire, blind fire. See, like, look at that guy's that close. Like, he's within my cursor. Like, easily within my cursor. And I can't kill him with blind fire. Oh, fuck off. Go, got him. Where are you? Come here, you prick. Did you run away from me? Seriously, though, where'd you... Oh, there you are. Come on, there we go. Headshot. Headshot. Aha. So yeah, like, I don't know. Like, maybe he wasn't really playing on brutal. I don't... you know, like, it's not like he showed the difficulty in the video that he made, so... but just based off of my experiences on brutal difficulty, I would have to say he wasn't. Because I just... Oh, that guy has a shotgun. Just because, like, I don't believe that that guy would die that fast. Now, granted, I will say, I don't think I saw the guy take a bullet, which is, like, the true test of whether or not somebody's actually playing on brutal. Because if you take a bullet on brutal, you are, if you're not dead, you are in the red. Like, you won't be able to see. Like, your screen will be severely fucked up. Grab this for a minute. Nope, not wrong button. There we go. And boink. And oh, come on, reload. Boink. Oh, you threw a grenade, but you missed, you prick. Boink. Wow. Okay, and that is why I don't really rely on the grenade launcher. The grenades in this game, I will say, fairly useless. I mean, like, cover like this, in all honesty, like, if I'm sitting right... Oh, hang on. Like, the guys... Like, the enemies have very accurate grenade throws. Like, they can land a grenade, like, on my back. But the thing is, like, even to cover this size, I think, like, if they land a grenade on my back and I move to there, I'm reasonably certain that I'll be fine. Like, that's how shit the grenades seem to be in this game. But, thankfully, I will say, it does seem to work both ways like that. Like, it's not like some games where you throw grenades at enemies and it tickles them, but they throw a grenade at you and it blows up the world, you know. Because there are games that do that, where it's just like that, like the enemies will use the same guns and that is you, but will absolutely annihilate you with them, whereas you shoot the guns at them and it tickles them. Now, granted, this game on the higher difficulties does have that, where it's like no matter what you use, they take a fuck ton of bullets unless you manage to get them in the head. But they still are, but like the grenades are useless on both sides. Like, obviously, if you get hit with a grenade on normal, you probably can be closer to a grenade on normal than you can be on hard or anything. But, I mean, even on crushing difficulty, it takes nothing for you to dodge a grenade. Like, the last boss of number 2 has a lot of grenades involved. And it's still nothing. Like, overall, it's absolutely nothing. Because, like, he throws them, but if you stop moving in that fight, you're probably dead anyway. So, you know, as long as you keep moving, the grenades won't hit you. It's not bad. We are now coming up to one of the harder fights in this game. Yeah. There's also something you can do here. It's like a really weird glitch you can do with that first vine, apparently. Like, the first one I jumped up. There's some way you can, like, jump on it and it'll, like, shoot you into the air.
Thank you.
And if you do it right, it will shoot you into the cutscene that happens when we get to her parachute up there. We'll hit a cutscene. And if you do it right, it'll land you there. But it's random whether or not it works. So it will either like land you there or just straight up kill you. I think there might be a third option where it like just drops you into an area inside this place. I don't remember if that's an option or not, but yeah. Never tried that speedrun technique when I played through this on Brutal. One thing I do like about Uncharted though is like that little hand motion there. It's like, I'm good, I can reach whatever you're like, I can jump without dying here. I wish that they would take that more into like, you know, I can't make him jump to his death. Like that would be very nice. Is if, you know, he just refused to jump if it was like, if there was no hope of survival. It's like, I don't know what you're doing, but I'm going to die no matter what happens here. So I'm not going to do that. It would be very nice. See, now this is the micro 9mm, right? It's like a mini Uzi and it takes your pistol slot. So you can have like an automatic in your pistol slot. Oh, that didn't work. I don't generally use it because I much prefer, especially in like this area here, there's enough cover. Like in this game here, there seems to be enough cover that you can do this reliably. Oh, I saw bullets, but I don't see who's shooting them. Oh, there he is. But like in 2, there doesn't seem to be as much cover that you can do that with. I don't know if it's just me or what, but it doesn't seem to be. There we go. Yeah, see, like, look at that grenade. It's, like, right there, right? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Get the head. There we go. Got him in the head and got you in the head. Fuck yeah. And that's why I use the pistol. Very hard to do that with the mini Uzi. Possible, of course. You know, it is possible to... Oh, what? Who? You! How dare you? Oh, God, what was that now? There was something I was... I don't remember what that was. There was something where like, oh, never mind. That was in the Alien Isolation where I shot the guy in the head and he didn't care. But yeah, I don't know if it's just me, but there seems to be a lot more viable cover in this game than there is in 2. Like in 2, you get surrounded so often that most of the time your cover is still open to like 12 enemies. And you still just get like fucking annihilated repeatedly. Without mercy. See, I know I need to go up there, but is it right now or do I have to do this? I think I have to, yeah, because this is where we start. Like that there is the one where I first came in, then I ran that way and jumped back out the window. Something happened to knock that out, I'm not 100% sure what. Oh, God. Oh, get him. Shoot him again, there we go. So it seems to take about 3 bullets from the pistol in the chest to kill them, which is... Obviously, in real life, you know, bullshit. You know, 1 bullet to the chest would at least knock him down enough that he would stay down. But for video game standards, it's actually not bad. I mean, at least a headshot is still a headshot. I mean, when the game actually decides to give it to you. Oh, fuck. Because obviously, there's still lots of times where, like, I'm aiming at their head and it, like, clips them in the shoulder or whatnot. Now, there's this guy here. With that, which could very theoretically be bad if you pop out. This fight significantly harder on the higher difficulties, even with the one-hit kills. Because once again, there's just so many of them, and they have the bad AI of the bum rush, which, like I said, in video games works perfectly fine, because like when they bum rush you in a video game, right, like they can absorb the bullets and get to you and kill you. Which, when combined with the amount of enemies that there are, obviously they have enough that they can just send a squad at... Oh my God. Like, they can just send a squad at you to bum rush you, and that's it. I think... Wasn't there another guy? That might be a little bit later then, where there's another one. I think there was... I thought there was another guy somewhere that popped out like that, but I guess not. God, I think my voice is giving out... 4 videos in one day is too much. I may be a little bit lost here. Give me a second. Oh, there we go. Fuck. I went right through the door and passed right by the fucking wall here. Or the stairs here. Oops. But yeah, like... I don't know. I always hated games where the enemies would bum rush you with like assault rifles and that. Because it's like... The AI was programmed to beat you. Therefore, that's what it does because it knows it can win that fight. Like, it knows that if it charges you, that you're going to die. Like, because that's just the end of it. Like, unless you hit it in the head, it's going to win. And the odds of you hitting it in the head while it's moving like that, you know, not great. Oh, is that really it? Oh, that might have... Oh, right. Oh, hang on. No, get up there. Come on, get the... Come on. Do the thing. Nope. You're not listening, Drake. You're not listening. Come on, do the... That's not what I wanted you to do. Fuck. But yeah, like that little cutscene right there where it's like, oh, that's Elena's shoot. I mean, that's the cutscene that doing their vine trick at the beginning will get you to. Supposedly. I never tried it. Oh, I was too far ahead to do it. So I'm not, you know, obviously don't know 100%.
Elena, what the hell's she doing?
Hello?
Buka Pintu!
Si Abayini, bicara sekarang.
Ah, crap. Sialano! Cepatan, buka pintu! Ah, tai! It worked.
Did it work though?
There he is. Up there.
There he is.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I don't think it worked, buddy. Where's... Boom. Wow, they were much further ahead when that cutscene ended. Alright, where's that thing? Right. So this here is the West 44. It's a Magnum. And it
No, don't.
should have one-shotted that guy. Fuck me. Yeah, they can't. So this gun here is one of the... Well, I call them power weapons. I don't know if the game calls them that or not. But it's the one-hit kill weapons. Like, you hit somebody with this, even in the chest, and they are dead. Now, unfortunately, as you can imagine, with weapons of that strength, I'll just use this to get rid of that.
Sweet.
Because I would rather have multiple... on the higher... Like, even on hard, that will one-shot a guy if you hit him in the chest. Obviously not those fat guys, although I thought for sure that they did. But I guess not. There's another guy on the turret, but he can't hit me from there. So yeah, like, those guns are invaluable. There's a couple of them that do that. There is that one, the West 44, which gets traded out later for the Desert Eagle. And then there's the Dragon Sniper. And all of those are one-hit KO weapons. If you shoot somebody with them, they will die. Now, once again, I don't know about on Brutal because you don't have time to aim. And I have always... The only time I ever played Brutal, I had the one-hit kill on anyway. So it didn't really make a difference. Oh, there's... I thought that there had to be some pistol guys down here. But I imagine even on Brutal it would. Because they are more or less like the main way to survive on the harder difficulty. See, now look at... I'm very clearly behind that cover. And he still laid into me. Like, a ridiculous amount. Come on, where are you? Come here, you prick. Boink. Doink. Doink. I don't know why I bothered. I haven't even been using the assault rifle. Come to think of it, maybe I should take the shotgun for the next... Nah. I mean, the shotguns in this game don't seem to be very good. Like, they're not very satisfying shotguns to me. Like, in the next section, it is a fairly close quarter section, so you would think it's like, oh, well, you know, use the shotgun. No. Now, there is another trick you can do here, I think. I don't remember what it is, though. It might have something to do with... oh, yeah, you got to glitch through the wall, though.
Plumber.
Yeah, there's a trick you can do here. It's not... It doesn't skip the fight. I think they even call it a skip, even though it's not. Yeah, like, it definitely doesn't skip the fight in here. But it starts the fight with you still up there, which obviously is a lot more defensible position than having to jump down here. Because, like, you get down here, Oh, come on. Get him the third time. You go down too. You know what? If I'm aiming for the chest, why am I using my fucking pistol? There also seems to be a guy up there shooting the fuck out of me. Die, you prick. Yeah, and it really fucking helps. Like, that's how I had to get through this on Brutal, I think, is I had to do the fight from up there. But yeah, like, the wall glitch doesn't seem to have transferred over to Uncharted 2. Which is a shame, because, you know, it would have made Brutal significantly easier. But what the wall glitch is, as you can imagine, it lets you walk through the wall, kind of. I mean, you don't walk, you, like, vibrate. You, like, flash your way through a wall. Like, you vibrate so much that you get through a wall, basically. And, it lets you skip areas that you're connected to, which allows you to dodge triggers for certain enemy spawns. Now, some things, like, if you just try and glitch through the wall and then continue on, you won't be able to do it. Because until the enemies spawn and are... oh, God. And are defeated in this section, this thing right here won't work. Like this here, it won't let you use it. Which traps you. Now, you can, once again, glitch your way through this gate, but there's no way of reaching that gate, or like over there. Like, you can't reach over there if you do the glitch, and don't go back and do the fight. Which is unfortunate, but, you know, whatever. I mean, I saw videos of people doing it and making it through all that without having to fight. But I could never get it to work. I don't know if it was because, you know, it was patched or something, but I don't know. But, like, generally, I don't approve of stuff like that. Like, I hate people who say that they have a speed... Like, I hate any percent speed runs. Like, I love watching a guy do a game fast. But I hate watching any percent speed run. Because to me, an any percent speedrun isn't playing the game. Like, you're not beating the game. It's like, oh, I beat the game. You know, I did like nothing in it, but I beat it. It's like you didn't beat the game. You glitched the game out. Like, I watched a video of somebody beat. Now this one's a little bit different because it was like Dark Souls 2 wasn't very long after it came out. There was a guy who beat it in like 22 minutes or some shit like that, which is ridiculous, right? It's like, he beat Dark Souls in 22 minutes. I'm like, oh, well, this is going to be a glitch fest. And I was right. Like, he played, I think he fought 2 bosses out of the entire game. Like, that was it. He fought 1 boss.
Elena, where are you?
If those of you who've played the game, he went into the one memory and fought the giant boss. The Lord of Giants or some shit like that.
About that tower.
Or the King Giant or something. I don't remember exactly what it's called. But he fought that one, and he fought the final boss. And that was the only 2 bosses out of the entire game that he saw. Now, the reason I say that one's a little different is because obviously he did that. He missed everything else. And in a game like Dark Souls, right, it's like you want to fight everything. Because that's how you gain experience. That's how you level up. That's how you become stronger. So, like, he beat those bosses with nothing. Like, he went and he got, I think, like 2 items. He went and got, like, a big stick. And, he went and got something that could enchant his weapon. And after that, he went and fought the 2 bosses. Now, I don't know why he fought the giant boss. I don't know if that was because, like, maybe he needed another item from that or something. But, I know that he sold all of his equipment that he started with almost immediately. Come on. To get souls to buy something. I don't remember what that was. And he used the binoculars to glitch himself into the ground and just let him run past everything, right? So, you know, 22 minutes later, he was at the end of the game. Which, you know, the last boss of Dark Souls 2, not the hardest boss there ever was. But still not easy enough that it wasn't impressive that he beat her with as little as he did. But, like, I mean, I didn't find the last boss of Dark Souls 2 to be the hardest one. So, I mean, like, to me, being able to skip to the last boss fight, even with very little in the way of, you know, levels or anything, you know, still not the worst thing that could happen to me in that game. like I found other bosses significantly harder. And, you know, for that player, I imagine if you can beat the final boss with, like, next to no equipment, you know, maybe, like, I imagine that he did play through the game normally once. Can always hope anyway. Is that jump? I don't know. Yeah, okay. But obviously no way of knowing. I don't know the guy. I don't even remember what the name was. And for all I know, maybe somebody's done it faster since then. Who knows? But in games like this, right, where, like, I use the speedrun strategies to get through Brutal, but Brutal is a fucking bullshit difficulty. Now, if somebody did a speedrun, it's like on easy, any percent, and they did the same speedrun strategies that I did to get through Brutal, it's like you'd not... What the fuck was that? What kind of a jump was that? Yeah, Nathan likes to do that every once in a while. Because, like, I think the speedrun for this game is fairly quick. I think it's like a half hour or something. The one that I saw. Not 100% certain of that, but, you know, I think it's somewhere around there. And for a game like this, like, that's not, like, you didn't beat the game. Like, there's speedruns for, like, you didn't beat the game because you didn't play the game is the thing, right? It's like, I get it, you made it, you started the game, and you made it to the final cutscene or whatever. Fine, but you didn't play the game. Therefore, you couldn't have beaten it. Like, who knows? Like, if you play the game... Oh, wow, that kills you way before it should. Because, like, people have difficulties on different parts of the game, right? Like, there are some games where it's like, this is the hard part, and everybody agrees on it, right? I mean, you can climb... probably, yeah. And then there's other games, like, let's say this one, right? Where, like, some people might have trouble with sections that other people don't. So it's like, yeah, you can beat it in a half hour, but you also skipped all the sections that you would have found difficult to begin with. So, like, I like the 100% speedruns. Like, I'll watch the fuck out of one of those. They're significantly longer. But... I enjoy them significantly more based on the fact that the person actually had to play the game. So now I got my key, right? Like, that's what I went up there for, is for the key. Right? Yeah, maybe. Sure. But yeah, like, and I'll watch those because, you know, I enjoy them. It's like, as I'm seeing the guy play the game skillfully. I'm not seeing him work his way around the game. I'm seeing him go through the game, which is significantly more impressive. Now, obviously in real life, if you could glitch through a wall to avoid fighting 500 pirates, that would be the way to do it. You know, like, don't get me wrong. If this was real life and you want to glitch through a wall to make it past a group of enemies, go for it if you think you can. But I mean, it's a game. Like, play the game if you're going to play the game. I absolutely hate any percent speedruns. Like, I watched one for Outlast.
The hell is she?
And it was any percent speedrun. And I think it was like a 10-minute video or something like that. Because, like, there is a glitch you can do fairly early on. And by fairly early on, I mean, like, as you enter the asylum. If you don't know, maybe you can find a Let's Play somewhere. Yeah, like, as soon as you enter the asylum, right? Like, you have to climb... Oh, that might be a little close. Nope. You have to climb up some scaffolding, right? Now, you climb up the scaffolding, and you go into a window. Now, that is as far as the guy made it. Is he made it to that window that you get to when you climb up the scaffolding. From there, he used an invisible ledge. Because, like, while you're climbing the scaffolding, there's an invisible wall so that you can't just, like, walk off the ledge. And he used the invisible wall, and he jumped on top of the invisible wall. Because, you know, they didn't make it any higher than they had to, because why would they? That's just extra programming. And, oh, that's a little close. Oh, I think I'll be fine, because he sucks. I think there's a guy up there, too. But yeah, he jumped on an invisible wall and then, like, fell through the walls of the building and landed in the final area of the game. It was, like, such bullshit that, like, he Like, he didn't beat the game. Because once again, he did the hardest part of the game. The theoretically hardest part of the game. You know, the final boss. But in reality, you know, there's so much stuff that gets you killed in that game. Especially in that game. That, like, he didn't fight any of it. Oh, nice. There's another fucking one of these. Bye. Oh, the fuck? Did he not die? Because I thought... yeah, goodbye. Okay, I see you out there. Goodbye. Is that it? It really sucks that I can't play this with headphones, I gotta say. Like, the fact that if I put headphones in, I don't get any game audio for the capture really blows. That was a fucking amazing headshot. Oh. Oh, no, I didn't want that. I wanted the AK. Give me back my pistol. There we go. But yeah, that's my rant on speedruns. I mean, if you ever wondered what I thought about people who do speedruns, well, there you go. I mean, yeah, it's like great that you found a way to break the game, but you know what? Just fucking play the game. I mean, it's there to be played, not to be broken. I mean, that's the equivalent to like handing a toddler like a Barbie, and the first thing that the kid does is like rip its head off. It's like, all right. It's like you may as well have not even had the toy. It's like, why did I even bother giving this to you? Why did you want it in the first place if all you're going to do is break it, right? Oh, okay, I was the right shoulder. There's a guy right here. Aha! Boink, boink, boink. Ah, fuck me. I didn't realize that's what he had. Ow. How dare you? Okay, I need to hide. I need to hide. I need to hide. There we go. Alright. Don't you dare. Nope, don't you dare get over there. Aha! Nice double headshot there. There we go. Oh my god, are you serious? There's another one of you assholes? Can't even see you. No, oh. Get the head. It's in the cursor. Get it. There you go. That's why I don't, like, I don't know. It's probably why I don't actually like a lot of the videos like are on the internet. Like, I have the people on YouTube that I'm subscribed to, and that's it. Like, I very rarely just search YouTube for stuff for like random videos, because all it does is annoy me. Like, it annoys the fuck out of me. Like, my cousin lets her kid watch these videos on her phone. Like, on my cousin's phone, not on her kid's phone. Her kid is like 2. She doesn't have her own phone. But she takes her mom's phone and watches these videos about just like people playing with dolls. Like, that's all it is. It's just like a person playing with dolls and it's like those really weird dolls that like shit and puke everywhere. It's like the super weird ones and that. And yeah, like that's all it is. It's like people playing with dolls or just people playing with their kids. It's like, why does the kid watch that? Like, why do you let your kid watch that? Like, it makes no sense to me. It's like, it annoys me because like those people that do that, it's like they're not doing anything and they're getting so many more views than I do. Whereas I put through all the effort of this and, you know, I know I'm going to have less views than like some guy who managed to get his dog to ride a skateboard. Whoa. Like,
Fletcher, we have gone to the Great Tower. I pray that you will meet us there. Francis Drake. Wow. So you made it. But what were you plotting?
But yeah, it's just like one of my pet peeves. Whenever I see like a 1 million view video and it's just something fucking retarded, it like, you have no idea. It makes me twitch. Also, why can I only hold 90 bullets? I could have swore that you could hold more than that. Maybe that's just in the second game then. But I could have swore that you could hold like 200 and some, I think, bullets. But I could be wrong, I guess. But yeah, like watching videos on YouTube, I don't like. My friends will show me videos every now and then of other YouTubers and whatnot. And it's like, yeah, all right, that one's funny. And then like I'll look and so you know, I'll check out the YouTuber and whatnot. And like that video they showed me was like the one funny one out of like, it was like, I found the one they showed me funny, right? And they've already admitted to watching it probably like a few dozen times. And And then like I'll go through like some of the other videos of that same YouTuber, and like that one video that my friend showed me is like the funny video on the channel. Like everything else is just stupid. And they have like 10,000 subscribers because of that one video. And then all their videos get a bunch of views because people are hoping that it'll be a video as funny as that first one. Now, some of them, there's also like a weird thing you can do here as well. I think there's like a jump you can make that avoids a trigger point. And it stops enemies from spawning a little bit later or something. But yeah. And it just annoys me when it does that. Because like you can always tell like when YouTubers get a bit like where they don't care anymore. Because they will start, like their videos just go downhill. Like they'll stop doing what they started as, right? Like I started as a gameplay. Like this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do Let's Plays. I'm gonna do gameplay. I like playing games. I know not everybody likes the same kind of games or likes to play them. Like I could definitely see somebody being interested in Uncharted, but not wanting to play it themselves. Like maybe it's just not within their wheelhouse, and that's fine. They can watch my video and they'll get the gist of it. And that's what I'm going to do. Like I'm not going to be like PewDiePie or Markiplier or something and start switching to like and doing like live action shit. I don't
So what were you looking
need
for?
people to see me doing shit in live action. That's not what I do.
Well now, that looks familiar. Huh. The ship's never left. Elena.
Hey, there she is.
Oh, crap. No!
I know I'm not a big-time treasure hunter like you, but I doubt you're gonna find El Dorado in there. How'd you get yourself in this mess?
Trying to rescue you, as a matter of fact.
Oh, that's so sweet. Traditional sandstone, brick, and stucco. Limestone mortar, huh?
How'd you get to know so much about this?
My show, Episode 4, Architects of a New World. Yep. It'll just take a tug to pull these bars out.
What? No, wait, are you sure?
Get out of my way, puto! Tibatan, open this goddamn door!
Oh, crap.
Hey, Drake.
Eddie Raja. I should have guessed.
Fascinating document, huh? Seems like this Sir Francis was in my line of work.
Don't flatter yourself, Eddie.
Always ready to be enemies, eh? Tell you what, lead me to the gold, and I just might let you live.
Is that it? Is that my deal? Die now, or help you, and die later. Oh, it's a tough call, but you know what? I'll take die now.
Daikamu! Listen to me, maggot. I was promised treasure on this goddamn rock. And now, my men are dying. They can't even go outside to take a piss without an armed guard. And I have nothing to show for it! I am making you a fair offer. You help me find the treasure, and the last man alive gets the gold. And the girl, of course.
The girl? Oh, Eddie, the girl's long gone. She's probably off the island by now. Going for help.
Daikujin, you were never very good at poker. I will find her. Trust me. How much trouble could one girl be?
Well, come on!
Thank you.
Hey! Ah, damn it!
Nice work.
Thanks.
Hey! Hey, buka pintu!
Hang on.
After them!
All right. I'm going to have to pause it to end the video because this is an action sequence I can't stop. So thank you all for watching. That is the end of that chapter, I think, or the beginning of this one anyway. So it is a good time to stop. So thank you all for watching, and I will see you next time.